All right, so we move it quickly. We're gonna move on to the Cowboys versus. You heard that? I'm telling you, this cold, it's getting to me, man. It's making me stutter. But when you look at the Cowboys versus the Giants last night, Cowboys got a solid 37-18 point win. Dak Prescott played well, but I think that 2 points that I have about this, and I'll start about talking about this game first. I'll go first. When you look at the Cowboys versus the Giants, I think that the Cowboys are finally starting to find their winning mojo, their winning formula, the recipe that's going to get them to where they want to go, which is a Super Bowl. And whether you hate the Cowboys or not, you have to admit they got some talent. And as long as they have a good recipe, that they could make the Super Bowl and maybe challenge for that. So I think they got back to that. You see Ezekiel Elliott, 23 carries, 139 yards, no touchdowns, but I don't think it really matters because he put them in positions to score. And so I definitely think that they're getting back to what makes them successful, which is running the football. And then once they start to establish the run, they put it in the belly of Zeke and then take it out and then go play action. I think that were you laughing at me?
Nah, yeah.
Is that not what he does in play action? You got to put the ball in the belly, take it out, throw play action pass. All right. I definitely think that they're getting to their winning formula because I think they kind of bought into the fool's gold that was Dak Prescott in the first few weeks, which was that they thought he could just come out and throw the ball 30 plus times and he was going to throw for 400 plus yards and they were going to win all these games and blowouts. I definitely think that was what they bought into and it got them killed the past not 3 weeks, but the previous 3 weeks to the Eagles game. Sorry for misspeaking on that. I definitely think that they bought into that and that got them killed in those games. And so they got behind the 8 ball when they weren't able to run the ball. But now that they're able to run the ball and Zeke is getting going and he's finally starting to look like he's more in shape, I definitely think that this is how the Cowboys are going to win. And this is how they're going to get to where they want to go, which is you got to run the football and you got to play defense. Their defense played spectacular last night. I know it's just the Giants, and we'll get into the Giants' standpoint later in the topic, but you have to look at it. They turn the ball over. Dak Prescott throws an interception first play, but I know it was the first possession, but I think it was the first play. He throws a pick, and then they got the ball at the 8-yard line. You're lining up against Saquon, and yet you don't give up any touchdowns. You give up a field goal. All right. So I definitely think that the Cowboys defense is playing at an improved level. You look at it, and they forced Daniel Jones to go 26 of 41. That's a terrible completion percentage. Only 210 yards. They forced 3 turnovers on him. They only give up a 27 QBR. So I definitely think that the Cowboys are going to win if they run the ball and they play defense. Sorry. So what are your thoughts on that?
No, yeah, I agree with you. Seeing Dak Prescott come out throw a pick the first play, I was like, oh man, here we go, Dak Prescott being Dak. But then, they gave the ball to Zeke. They then became the play action pass and the defense. That first stop to allow a field goal, that's basically equivalent to like a goal line 4th down stop. That was crucial because if you let Saquon score, now he's about to get going. Everyone's confidence is up, but they shut that down, and they just went from there. Dak Prescott had a good his game. He had a good game. Not gonna lie, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, 81 QBR. That's pretty good. Then Zeke got back to old form. I ain't gonna lie to you. Started, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I was like, oh God, here we go, the Cowboys fans. But Giants fans, Giants.
Yeah, we gotta get into the Giants, man. All right,
Daniel Jones. I thought he was the second coming.
That's exactly what I wanted to talk about. Everybody bought in after the first couple weeks of Daniel Jones. You know, he goes out there, he gets some touchdowns, they get some wins, and the New York fans are talking about, oh, Danny Dimes. He's the next Eli Manning. He's gonna win us some Super Bowls. Really? Really? Is he really gonna do that for you? I mean, 26 of 41, 210. We talked about that. 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 2 fumbles lost. 5.1 yards per attempt. That is terrible. And he's been playing terrible the past few weeks. And so he's a young quarterback. And so you got to limit the criticism because you don't know how much of it is he's young. But I definitely think it's easy to get on him because of how the Giants fans reacted the first couple weeks. All right. He's not. I watched him all throughout college. He could be a solid NFL starter, but I just don't think he's gonna be that star, that Danny Dimes you want him to be. He's not gonna be that. He's not gonna throw a ton of touchdowns. He's gonna get you in the right plays. He's gonna put you in the right decisions. He's coached by David Cutcliffe, who's one of the best coaches when it comes to coaching quarterbacks. He coached Peyton Manning, coached Eli Manning. And so he's from that tree, and so you do have to put some stock into him, but he's not this superstar. He doesn't have that ability. He doesn't have that Kyler Murray type talent where he was a dominant force throughout high school and college. And, you know, so it's hard to not criticize him when the Giants fans start acting out of pocket. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I agree because Giants fans, them and the Cowboys fans are the worst fan base to ever walk this earth.
Hold on. You got Eagles. It seems like all the NFC East, the NFC East fans are out of pocket, other than like the Redskins, but they can't be out of pocket because they look at the Redskins and they're like, we're just terrible.
Yeah, they've been suffering for a long time. But yeah, just basically hearing what they were saying after the first few weeks. Oh man, if we get some more pieces, we got him and Saquon. What? You mean Saquon and him? First of all, yeah, Saquon's the best player on that team. Don't ever put him second to anyone.
I don't think he'll ever be second to anyone, no matter who they add, unless they add some godly player. I don't see them finding some dude that's more talented than I was about to say Zeke. Saquon Barkley. I don't see them ever getting somebody like that. That is an elite talent that you only find once or twice in the decade.
Yeah, if that. Probably just once, honestly. I don't remember the last player that actually looks like him. 30 and can run, a 4.4? And he's shifty? Yeah, I don't remember
Dude's
that.
A freak of nature.
Yeah, like honestly. But Giants fans, y'all just need to go back into y'all hole and just worry about the next 5 seasons because y'all not about to win anything. So
not this year. They acted like they was gonna win the NFC East this year, and so that's what we were getting mad about. And so you have to look at it. Daniel Jones, he could develop over the next 5 years, but look forward. Yeah, just look forward to the next few years. Don't talk about, how we gonna be good this year. Don't bring that to me. Don't talk to me about this year. All right, they're not gonna be good this year. I mean, we've seen that they can't compete with the top tier teams. Not even in their division. They haven't played the Eagles yet, have they? I don't think they've faced the Eagles.
I don't think they did.
They faced the Cowboys twice and got blown out twice. All right. They beat the Bucks, which was one of their wins that they hung their hat on. I mean, they faced Jameis Winston. Come on now. Are we really putting that much stock into Jameis?
Hey.
Famous Jameis ain't what he was.
Okay. That's the Florida State boy. Come on, now.
Okay, and you see what happened to Florida State. They just got their coach fired. Like I said.
We gonna be back, baby. Back.
You better be happy actually that they fired their coach, but we're not gonna get into that. That's a subject for another day. But definitely, so I definitely think that there's a return to form for the Cowboys, and that pump the brakes on Danny Dimes. Just to recap what we just talked about. So If you like this video, hit the like button, and also if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and also click the notification bell so that you never miss an upload or a stream.